Let's see if I got it in focus. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully. You guys can hear me okay? Sweet. Okay, perfect. 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 I pulled out some charms for you guys today. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I think. Nope, not gonna try to move that. Not gonna try to move that. I think I got it. Hold on. This isn't gonna bother me. This is my OCD kicking in. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys got your notifications. Okay. Okay, so we're doing a little sound check. I hope you guys can hear me okay, see me okay. And yeah, I have an exciting message. I'm so excited. Okay. I feel like I need to move this way. But whatever. Can't always have it perfect, but I be trying. You can kind of see my iPad, but like a corner of it. Okay. Welcome in, guys. Thank you, Scapegoat. Welcome in, besties. Okay, so I never do a 1 week restriction. Today it's on a 1 week restriction. Okay, so if you've been a subscriber 7 days or longer, you will be able to participate. If this is your first time in a live stream, if you see anybody trolling or being just weird or fighting with somebody in the comments, drop the banana emoji below, and that will tell me to look at the live stream. I don't do moderators. I just put my live chat on restriction. That way, no one has to babysit. No one has to babysit. Okay, I am going to be hitting the bell. So if you guys have earbuds in or headphones, you're driving, washing dishes, just be, a little careful. I'll try not to hit it too hard. The message that I have for you today is, you got people hot and bothered. Yes, you do. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, but it's in the best possible way. I'm hearing cue the happy tears, cue the laughter, cue the smiles. You guys have a lot of people nervous right now because you're about to embark on one of your biggest comeback seasons. You've been truly humbled in this last season of your life, and there's so much renewed hope and optimism. You can't really see your enemies, but you are definitely praying that they go find something else to do. If you guys watched the last couple messages, thank you guys for all of your prayers, your beautiful comments. I've been praying for you guys the last 3 days. So, thank you again for your guys' prayers in return. It does not go unnoticed. And I think it's amazing when we pray for each other. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, don't let people you don't know pray for you. That's weird. Don't say I love you to people that you don't really know. And I'm just never going to be that type of person. I'm never going to be that type of person that's like, that's just how I am, you know? So I've got some tea. We've got some charms. We have some letters of the alphabet. Let me know if it's making sense to you. And then we'll go over that in a little bit. I only pulled I only pulled from one deck for the pre-pull. More came out than I thought it was going to, and they were flying everywhere. Sometimes I want to do the pre-pull on camera, but because I'm ADHD and OCD, I won't read it the same. If that makes sense, like I have my channeled message, then I do the pre-pull, but sometimes when I do the pre-pull on camera, I don't read it the same because I'm rushing myself. Okay. Anyways, um, you guys have some people threatened by what you are about to embark on. And I'm so excited for you because whatever you're about to be doing, it's a big deal. Like, your optimism's being renewed. Now, if you guys have been with me for a long time, you know that I do not go live a lot during a full moon. I just don't have time for it because people be acting real weird. So, word from the wise. I don't know how they say that saying, but you guys know what I mean. If you are coming in here to act like some type of joker, a clown, you're in the wrong sandbox, you're confused of what's going on, you will be ejected faster than you can blink. So don't play on my timeline, don't play in my live chat because I don't care. Okay, I don't care. I'll always make sure that this is a safe space for my collective. Period. The end. But yeah, I felt guided to go live even though it's a full moon. So you guys are definitely seeing people act very extra. And it's going to be that way for at least 72 hours. You feel like you're the only one having a good day. This is like a lucky, it's like you're feeling really lucky walking into this season. Lucky, humbled. Not everything is quite fixed. Not everything is quite right. But again, we've been praying for one another, and I really think that's helping. Okay, I'm a strong believer in prayer, especially when there's so many of us praying that we're okay, that we're safe, that we have what we need, that we have the protection that we need, and that we're safe. There are a lot of people that have you on their mind, and some of it's good and some of it's bad. You guys are recovering from dusties. You are recovering from thieves. You are recovering from being bamboozled. And sometimes it's hard to admit when we're so evolved and smart and, do you know what I mean? We're so intuitive. It's hard to admit like, yeah, in 2023 or 2024, I got bamboozled by a person or three. And however you felt robbed, however you felt lost or deceived or emotional, you were moving on. And now you see dirty offers in all shapes and sizes. You can read them to filth. You can see crumbs from a mile away. You can see when people are patronizing you. And I'm getting that is another theme too. People that are intimidated by you during this time. The red flag on how you need to get rid of them is them patronizing you. Them patronizing you and them gaslighting you. So if they're doing that those people need to be bumped up to the top of the list for your cutoff game. And you could have known these people for a really long time and they're acting really weird. But if you guys have been dealing with people patronizing you, that's going to be your first sign that they're going to have to go. Because something has grown into resentment. And I feel like it has to do with you putting your foot down and telling them what time it is. Maybe they tried to stunt on you and make you the butt of a joke. Maybe they tried to clown on you, look cool in front of their friends, but were being rude to you. You guys have a couple of people that lack social skills, or they're on their picky journey, and that is not going to be your problem. You are turning your whole life around. You're turning over a new leaf. You're turning your whole life around, and you don't have time for people that don't know themselves and take their miserable life out on you. So again, you guys are recovering from all types of thievery of this last year. You guys could have had people that were getting one over on you, scamming you, lying to you, gaslighting, pretending that they needed you, codependent, just all types of thievery, energy, thievery, and bananery. And then also, yeah, just dirty offers. So all of that had to happen so you knew what type of dirty offers not to take on your comeuppance. You are embarking on your comeuppance. And in this come up season and in this comeback season, you are going to be clapping back, and your bark and your bite is serious and not to be played with. I'm going to say that again. Your bark and your bite is not to be played with, because whatever happened to you last year, bestie, you will never forget it. Whatever happened to you last year, these people have the wrong one. And again, if that stuff didn't happen, you would be going into your new season of comeuppance a little bit blind, or, you don't need to be too cautious or paranoid, but you definitely need to know what type of weirdos you're dealing with. So last year you dealt with family being weird. You dealt with friends being weird, bosses being weird. You dealt with hate in all shapes and sizes. And this was to show you, when you get on your CEO level, when you become the GOAT in your neighborhood, your town, your city, your country, wherever it is that you reside, you will know where to put people in every capacity. And that's why anyone that is patronizing you right now, you're going to bust those scissors out so quick. So quick. And what I love about this energy is you guys have love on the brain. You're not worried about the past. You are not trying to stress out about the future. You are turning so much around. You should be so proud of yourself. So you're over here, you're dreaming, you're nostalgic, you're excited, you're being more present. And you're showing people that you're moving on. I'm hearing that song, I like to ride my bicycle. I like to ride my bicycle. I like that, Desert Dove. Thank you, Nova. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have been dealing with some real weirdos today, because you are this beam of light. And what you're going to be noticing is that people that are really miserable, or they don't have their love life how they want it to be, their home life how they want it to be, they're going to be trying to see if they can take that out on you. And it's a no, it's a never. You're looking at people like, if I took my lemons, okay, and I was given rotten ones, if I was given rotten lemons and I turned that into a miracle, I turned that into a comeback, I turned, a jail cell into a palace, you better get your lemons and make lemonade. You better get out of my face with that. And so people are just kind of like seeing if they can play on your timeline, and you're looking at them like, I don't think you know what you're about to do to your whole life, okay? I don't know. It's weird. You're also figuring out new cheat codes for your health, okay? You're figuring out new cheat codes to get better sleep or to sneak in more rest. Don't let other people make you feel bad about having to take naps. Or, I don't know, whatever your cheat codes are. You will know the right people to share them with. But you guys are figuring out how to bring in certain routines or certain items into your life that are really going to help your mental health. And then I'm getting, for some of you, you guys have a sweet tooth. or you guys go through a lot of glucose spikes throughout the day and you're figuring out a way to nip that in the you know what. Maybe maybe you don't like where your stress level is at most of the time, so you're working on that. And then you add the food in as a factor. And I told you guys before that when you're eating and you're stressing and you're not calm, your body keeps a score and it holds onto that fat. So again, you guys are figuring out different things that will help you not crave sugar as much, because I got so many vegetables and fruit on here more than ever before. I got watermelon, I got avocado, I've got apples, strawberries, lemons, peaches, and then there's like sweet things all around. And I knew because this toothpaste was here, I was like, okay, we're being careful. We're trying to be mindful in some way of what we're partaking in. I'm also getting that you guys could be introducing more mushrooms, not those kind, bestie, but I mean, to each their own, and this is a judge-free zone, so if that's your thing, that's your thing. You guys could be figuring out different things to do with protein or snacks. You are introducing new things into your diet that's helping you cut corners. Maybe you guys bought a book on herbs or things that help you have a healthier lifestyle without crash dieting. Okay, so you guys could be adding lemon to your water. If you're trying to, deal with bloat, you guys could be drinking more green tea to help with inflammation or to help you not drink so much sugar. You guys could be eating protein before you reach for that sugar to help you not have the glucose spikes. Because if you start your morning with sugar, and I'm speaking from experience, you will get the glucose spike right up out of the gate. And then all day long, you will be chasing that spike that you first gave yourself. So you guys are figuring out a lot of different things, and you're just so optimistic, and you're smiling a lot, like you're having fun in the kitchen. I'm getting that you guys have very healing hands. Whether you are a tattoo artist, a massage therapist, a chiropractor, I'm also getting that I could be talking to somebody that was in the military or somebody that is currently in the military. You guys could be a pilot in the Air Force. I'm going over like the channeled messages right now. You guys are... I forgot what I was going to say. You guys are... there's just like all these different things that you guys are figuring out about yourself. What was I saying before that? But yeah, I'm getting a lot here about sugar and you guys trying to like skirt around that or avoid that. I've got a half-eaten cookie, ice cream, and yeah. You've been drinking a lot of green tea lately. It's so good for you. Drinking water, cinnamon, water, clove, and cinnamon is nature's, I don't want to say the word, but I'm going to say OZ. I'm going to call it OZ instead. Because I don't know if that word, there's an issue with that word on this platform. But yeah, there is a lot of people addicted to that. I have a lot of customers that I wait on that are either on the generic version or the regular version. And it's sad, like it's really not good for you. And I had no idea how bad it was. And I'm not saying that if you're taking that, oh my gosh, I'm judging you, because I don't even judge the people in my regular life that I know that are doing it. We all go down different avenues in life, and we either take the long way, and we figure out which shortcuts don't really work for us. So again, you guys are introducing a lot of different things into your life, and that's what I was going to say. You guys are having more fun in the kitchen. So whether you guys are a Reiki healer, a massage therapist, a chiropractor, you guys have healing hands. So you're going to start using those healing hands for your food. And if you don't normally like spending time in the kitchen, I'm seeing you guys reorganize your home. If you don't normally like dusting, you guys are going to be dusting and like having fun, de-junking your home, donating things, throwing things away that you don't need. But most of all, having more fun in the kitchen and not dreading grocery shopping so much. I'm seeing you guys organize your cabinet, something you probably don't like doing. You're also like reorganizing your seasonings, you're introducing new seasonings. So I'm definitely getting that you guys are getting books and something of the sort. You are just adding so many things to the equation and you're like a little kid, you're getting excited. So you've shifted. Thank you guys for your donations. You guys have shifted. Hold on. Hi Tasha. Yes, lots of water. Now, lots of water can be good for some people and not good for some people, but I'll get into that in a minute. I'm seeing you guys get so excited about this journey that you're embarking on, and you are figuring out what works well for you. You know how to sift through what works for other people, and you're taking it easier on your body. Again, you're going to be using your healing hands for positivity in your life. Healing hands for giving yourself like lymphatic massages, um, giving yourself a pedicure, giving your loved one a massage. You guys could be cooking your loved ones a meal. I'm seeing you guys spend more one on one time praying for the people that you love, spending time with the people that you love, and really having like an optimistic outlook while everyone around you is losing their mind. Okay, you are going to be the grand rising. Okay, you are grand and you are rising. It's very intimidating to other people. You have them hot and bothered. They're looking at you like something's different about them. And you're really trying not to give people too much information, especially those that you don't trust. And whoever you're trying to figure out how to operate around, they're on some type of countdown in your life. So again, you guys have people threatened, bothered, intimidated because they see that you are very uninterested in the games that they're playing. Okay, you guys are very uninterested in the games people are playing, and they want you to engage so bad. So the best advice that I could give you guys right now is do not engage. I know I got hotheads in recovery, people pleasers in recovery, addicts in recovery. I'm all of the above. But I refuse to give a whole dusty, a whole pick me, a whole weirdo the time of day like they matter, because they don't. I have better things to do. And I'll have friends that they want to be kind, they don't want to be rude, but these people are lashing out at them and they're still choosing to engage, to explain themselves. You do not, as you are the grand rising, if you claim this message, if you know with every fiber of your being that it is your message, I want you to claim it below. I am the grand rising. You guys are going to be teaching people and mentoring others. Like, this is a season where you are the most wise. Your creativity is being like revolutionized, it's being amplified. Okay, thank you guys. You guys are seeing why your creativity, if that's something you really lean on, you are seeing why it was being messed with and why you are going to start doing things differently. And for however long you were dreading it, you are now shifting. I don't know, you're shifting how you look at that by the power of prayer. You guys have some really good routines right now. And I love that you are alternating your routines as well, because you're really trying not to put a lot of pressure on yourself. But again, you're going to be mentoring others, and people are really going to appreciate how wise you are. Like, hey, so and so was going off on me and they were acting like this and that. And I kind of told them where to go, but they won't stop blowing up my phone. I got so much about people blowing up other people's phones. So if you guys have friends that are going through it, their phones are compromised for some reason because they're not standing up for themselves in the best possible way. They're choosing to get angry instead of ignoring said person. So you are going to be teaching people how to be their ops worst nightmare. And I'm here for that too. Okay, you are going to be showing others how to become their ops worst nightmare by starving them out. Especially those of you on social media, because you guys are this flame, and so many things are attracted to you as the flame. And because of that, you deal with ops on all levels. You guys deal with ops that are experts, teachers, some that would call themselves anointed, gurus. You guys deal with ops that are healers, people that really should have better things to do that don't. You and your flame bring that out of people. You have them hot and bothered. And now that you are on the precipice of something like completely brand new, you have them nervous. You have them really nervous. You guys are showing people, I don't care if you ignore me. I don't care if you try everything under the sun. I am uninterested in the games that you are running. You are out of your league. You are out of your tree, and you don't know where the ladder is. You are out of your league, you are out of your tree, and you do not know where the ladder is. I am seeing that whoever I'm speaking to, you were a fighter in a past life. You could have been a fighter in your earlier life, whether you were a boxer, whether you taught martial arts, were in martial arts, did UFC. You guys could have been in the military. I got that so strong at the beginning of your guys' message. I was like, okay, somebody was definitely in the military. So you guys have a lot of discipline that other people don't have. And that is something wise that you can teach others. There's a lot of people around you, they have no discipline. Not to say that you guys are perfect. You know in which areas of life you don't have discipline, and that's what you're working on right now. If you normally don't have discipline with your sleep, that's what you're working on. If you normally don't have discipline with what you eat, what time you go to bed, and spending time with loved ones, or overworking yourself or stressing too much, that is what you are focused on, because that is what the most high is brought to the surface, showing you like, hey, we are going to a whole new level, a whole new world, a whole new block, a whole new avenue. So I have to show you the best possible way to take care of yourself and not knock anybody out. Okay. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Simmons. Is Virginia in here too? Oh, hi, Virginia. Hi, Lucky. I'm also getting that if you guys don't normally travel, that is really piquing your interest right now. Traveling and embarking on things that would normally terrify you. So you know how I tell you guys, fortune favors the bold. If you guys move towards anything that is terrifying to you, terrifying in a good way, like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that thing yet, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna shoot my shot. It's going to do something for the happy cells in your body and different things with your mental health that you've been trying to heal. So you guys are going to be ignoring a whole bunch of people. You're going to have a whole bunch of brown nosers, people trying to kiss your behind. But you see through the dirty offers. People are gonna be like, oh my gosh, I wanna be your friend. I wanna meet your person. I wanna meet your children. I wanna hang out with you. And you see where the dirty offer lies. Or this could be happening to your friends where they're getting dirty offers of friendship or love. So we have travel that's on the cards. You have travel on deck and something big. Okay, I kind of touched on this in another message a couple days ago, but it's something really big that you thought you wouldn't be able to have for like years. Okay. And it's something that you can get really excited about because, again, it's going to pique different things. It's going to pull you out of certain bouts of your depression or where you've been sad or where you feel like you've been losing hope. So, let's say you didn't think you'd be able to buy a car. You didn't think that you'd be able to get a place on your own. You didn't think that you'd be able to buy your first home, pay off a vehicle, have a child. There is something impossible that you thought could not happen for you, and you are about to embark on that. Riddle me what? Riddle me what? Okay? Do not get distracted by the trolls that, and I feel like you guys are doing a pretty good job of that, but they're around. And that's why, because we have been so humbled and we've been going through so much, I really want us to amp up our protection for each other, to rebuke what does not belong and amp up our prayer for one another while we are entering this season. And I think it'll be good for us to support one another, encourage one another. Like, hey, I'm praying for you. I've been praying for you guys for 3 days, like hard, more than I ever do. Like, I always pray for you guys before a live stream, before a message, but like really going into what I want for the collective, what I hope for the collective, and wishing us all well on this journey. Yes, rebuking what doesn't belong, canceling what doesn't belong, denouncing what doesn't belong. I'm seeing you guys add affirmations into the equation. Anything that makes you feel magical. Anything that makes you feel magical, you are adding back into the recipe. Okay? Anything that makes you childlike, makes you nervous, makes you excited, makes you geeked up, makes you giddy, you're on that type of timeline right now. So let's say you never go to lunch. Guess what you're doing? You're going to lunch with a friend. If you never like detailing your whole entire house or spring cleaning, guess what? You're doing that. You are doing things that make you feel clean, make you feel stable, make you feel secure. And there are a lot of things that you normally avoid. You're not going to be avoiding those things right now. And I'm so excited for you guys. Something else you guys are going to be doing. It was, I forgot, but it'll come back to me. You guys are going to be hitting your goals in really big ways. And that's why I want to pray. Not only are you going to be praying for yourself, but you're going to be praying for others. Not only are you going to be praying for others, but you're going to be praying for your enemies. Because if your enemies are busy and they're actually happy, then guess what? They're not bothering you. And no one will ever be able to convince me that a happy person is always coming for another person. Happy people don't do that. They just don't. Confident, happy people don't do that. They don't dissect and pick other people apart. I'm getting something about texting. You guys could be annoyed with people not having the same type of level of communication as you. You guys are really good at communicating, and you could be frustrated this week. This is like a sidebar. You could be frustrated with people this week not answering the phone, not getting back to you, but then you might catch yourself taking a nap or falling asleep and then forgetting to get back to somebody. Don't be too hard on yourself about people that aren't getting back to you, especially if you know they're not good at replying. Okay, especially if you know that they're not good at replying. So you are stepping into your power, and it's making people feel like they're a question mark. Well, if they're so happy and they got this going on, what am I doing with their life, with my life? What am I doing with my life? Yes, getting decluttered gets rid of so much nasty. So, oh, thank goodness I caught them. There are certain things that I want you guys to think about. Okay, I remembered. I'm so excited. Okay, let me get this gum out of my mouth. I do not like to do a message with gum in, but I've been bartending all day, so I was like, let me put this gum in my mouth. Hold on. Okay, so I want you guys to think about different things that made you really excited about spirituality. Okay, I want you guys to think about when you first went through your spiritual awakening. What were you so excited about? What was so magical to you? Was it tarot? Was it Reiki? Was it oracle messages? Was it pick a cards? We're going to have a brief interruption. What did you guys most enjoy when you first went through your spiritual awakening? Because a lot of people, when they go through that, they just went through some type of upheaval or tower or, some type of craziness. And now they are no longer resonating with a certain way of living. They don't resonate with the TV anymore, or shows, or certain people, or a job, or a lifestyle. So I want you guys to really think about when you first went through your spiritual awakening, what was so exciting to you? Was all of it exciting? Did you really enjoy meditating? Did you really enjoy buying your first deck? Did you start going to therapy? Like, what did you find magical that is being reintroduced to your life right now? On top of being really, really clean. Again, if you hate going into the kitchen, you're going to make the kitchen your best friend. You're going to sit in there until you figure out, I've never liked this kitchen. I've never liked it, but I'm going to figure out a way to make it mine. When you have to move into a place that you don't really care for? Okay, we've all been there. We've had to live in a house we didn't care for, reside somewhere, or be a roommate, or live with family, and it was not the space that we wanted. It didn't feel like our sanctuary, or only one area of it felt like our sanctuary, or one room. You are learning to make every room in your home, depending on your living situation, you are learning to make every area of your life solitude and sanctuary and safe for you, somewhere that you're excited to go. You can make anything a home. You can make anything warm. So you're going to start focusing on every area because it is vital for this season. It is vital for this new season. Oh, that's awesome, Alexis. I'm praying that he will be successful. I am praying that you guys will both reach your goals. So yeah, the things that made you feel euphoric like a little kid, you are going back to the basics of being green in your spirituality. You're like, oh my gosh, I remember when I used to watch Stargirl and Gem Goddess, or I remember when I first found Reiki. I remember do you know what I mean? Like, whatever you were excited about, finding out about spirit guides, and there are so many different things. You are going back to childlike wonderment. You were going back to childlike wonderment. So this tells me You're done sleeping on certain aspects of your life, and you're going to look so cute doing it. You are reversing the hands of time. You are reversing your age. You are reversing the hands of time. You are reversing your age. Something you're doing is going to make you look younger and younger and younger and younger. And I'm here for every second of it. This is like the Grinch. And his heart was like too small. And then his heart started growing. This is you getting smaller into smaller and younger into a version that is more youthful. You're already pretty youthful, but you're going to be glowing in a different type of way. It has people hot and bothered. Depending on what you were going through in this last season, a lot of people could have slept on you, or you could have slept on yourself. And you can be honest with yourself. We can all be honest and vulnerable with one another that we know in which years and which seasons we didn't really believe in ourselves, or we kind of slept on ourselves. Like, yeah, I kind of really didn't care about my appearance, or what this looked like, or how clean my house was. But now you are starting to see how that affects your mental health and spell work and other things that are afoot. I'm hearing that somebody could be getting a new bed. Okay, somebody could be getting a new bed. Let's say you had a bed with an ex. I'm seeing you guys get rid of that. You guys could have bad memories on a bed, whether that's from being in recovery, being with an ex, getting a hand-me-down. I'm seeing a lot of you guys get rid of funky beep memories that you don't need to have in your home. Say there was things that were regifted to you. You're not even going to regift that to somebody else. You're going to toss it. You guys are getting rid of things that you just don't need anymore. You're like, they didn't give me that with good intentions. I don't even want to try to give that to somebody else. And then there's other things that you're going to be donating. Oh, hold on, guys. Okay. You guys are figuring out that you are arousing something crazy in people. So your shields are all the way up. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You guys are arousing something crazy and psychotic in people. They can have a whole conversation with themselves, and you couldn't be bothered to save your life, okay? People are so mad that you are ignoring them, and they know you're feisty. They know that you're very confident, and they're so intimidated that they are running circles, like bapping and barking at you, and you're just having a whole conversation with yourself. How delusional. Okay. You don't have time for the shenanigans because you are normally the underdog. You're helping other underdogs. And people are bringing in their unwanted critiques. They want to see if you will give them a quick response, but they're not informed. Okay, they're not informed at all. You went through so much in this last season. Them barking like a dog, or quacking or acting like, I don't even know what type of barnyard animal. They do not want you pulling out your sword, okay? Your truth can cut them with the blink of an eye. Your words break bones, and you are saving it for a real one. You're not saving it for a crazy. You're not saving it for a bananery. You're not saving it for somebody patronizing you. You're going to teach people a lesson. What they should do is park their ass and take notes. Chirping. Thank you, Fleet. Thank you, Annie. Hi, Organic Slay. Thank you, Laura, for being a member. Oh, thank you, Kiani. I was like, is it Leia? I'm like, I do not want to say your name wrong. Yes, Mariah, don't forget to thank you. Chickens clucking, but for real. I love you too. So yeah, we're so busy praying for one another, and these chickens are clucking, and these little crazies are barking and yapping and doing all of these things, and you're like, I don't know what you want from me, but you're not gonna say anything. You're not gonna say anything. You're not gonna say anything. That people are really gonna try to get a reaction out of you. So they're hot and bothered because they can't get a reaction. They're hot and bothered because they've never met anybody like you. Some people are not mentally equipped for your grand rising. They are praying that there is something that you're insecure about. They're praying that there's something that they can, pull you into some type of weird moment, and it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. You guys. Oh my gosh. Drops mic. Sorry, I hope I'm not yelling into this microphone because I'm like reaching. Drops mic. You are showing people by batting your eyes, by smiling, by walking away, by blocking, deleting, and repeating that your point has been proven. You will be a success regardless, and it's the end of the discussion. There is no discussion. Okay? So if this is your message, I want you guys to drop your microphones down below. Your voice is on, okay? Your mic is on. Your mic is hot, and your mic is on. You know when they call it like a hot mic moment? Your mic is hot, and you ain't saving it for a weirdo. You're saving it for a real one. Somebody that you care about. Somebody that you're going to seek resolution with. Somebody that's more acquainted with the facts. Not somebody that's like babbling and can't use their, articulate their words or even use correct enunciation or punctuation or anything of the sort. The grammar is off. The grammar is off. Thank you guys. Yeah. You guys have gone through throat chakra activation. And what I love is you are saving that voice for your creativity, for what makes you happy, for your loved ones, for affirmations, for prayer, for speaking life into your life. Not for even mic dropping. You will mic drop with the way that you look at someone, by the way that you walk away from someone, and by the way that you ignore someone. I can't. So you guys are on point. If you guys found this message, you are on the right path. Another confirmation. You guys got these people spooked. They thought they were big and bad and bold because they're so hot and flustered. They're like, I can make them crazy because they're making me crazy. But now they're spooked. Do they know something that I don't know? Of course you do. Of course you do. Okay? There are some people guilty of thinking certain thoughts around you. And you pick up on this energy. So then you start to distance yourself. Okay? You guys pick up on people viewing your story, viewing your social media. You guys pick up on this. Okay? So if you have someone that's in your vicinity or your work arena, you can smell their hate from a mile away. So these people are spooked, like, are they reading my mind? Do they know what I'm thinking? Again, you guys can read people to light or to filth, but you have them uneasy because whatever you're picking up on, you're picking up on the scent, you're picking up on the lies, you're picking up on the deception without them saying a word most of the time when they're not being passive aggressive. And this is making them uneasy. Like, well, I haven't had cross words with them. Do they know what I'm thinking? Because now they're acting a certain way. You guys are moving accordingly. And they're spooked. You are moving accordingly. You're like, I got love on the brain. I got all these things I'm excited about. I don't care what you're doing. You're so miserable. I don't care. I pray for you. Find a hobby or something to do. I pray for you. Okay, you guys know what I say. They need to find a hobby. They need to join a sewing circle. They need to go to grandmother's bingo. They need to go walk their dog. They need to go do something. Okay, they need something to do. And another thing is people are trying to pull you into a thirst trap. Do not take the bait this week. Some of you might be tempted or frustrated, and that's why you keeping your stress level down is very important. Some people, they cannot be around you unless they are socially lubricated. I'm going to say that again. Some people cannot be around you unless they're socially lubricated, and I ain't talking about water. We are not talking about H2O. We are talking about substances and alcohol. People don't know how to be around you sober. You sniff this out and you're like, back it up. Back it all the way up. I don't want anything to do with you and your bananery. Okay? And it's really sad. Some people are trying to pull you into, they're trying to, like, in their minds, because they're not seeing how slow they are. You know, when somebody's like messed up or high, they could think they're moving fast. You know, when you're drinking, you could think that you're moving fast, but everyone else thinks you're moving slow. You feel what I'm saying? And these people, they think that they're 10 steps ahead of you, but they're like 10 steps behind. You sniff all of this out. They're temperamental. They're passive aggressive. They're barking at others. They're barking orders. They're trying to like, they're just quacking and chirping and doing all these things. And you're like, you're so extra right now. And so socially on something. And you're not judging them for being on something. Let me be clear. You are not judging these people for doing whatever they do behind closed doors. You are keeping yourself away from them because they're trying to take that out on you. They're doing that because they can't be around you sober. They're threatened by you in every capacity. I literally saw this. I started channeling this message last night, but I didn't film yesterday. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to have to like put this in my mind, in my memory for when I go live. But there was this guy and he was like trying to get my husband's attention. And this guy is like, used to be kind of a friend, used to be on my husband's team, really good player, but like thinks a lot about himself. And now this guy is doing other things to get like big, bad, and strong and whatever, and just was chirping and doing all these things last night. And I'm like, he's so thirsty for you. So thirsty. Wants your attention so bad. My husband hit a home run. And this guy that used to be on our team, that's not acknowledging him, but is always on my story. Okay, you don't acknowledge my husband, but you're always on my story. And I thought about blocking him last night, but I didn't want it to seem like, oh, I'm blocking you because of what you said last night. Now I'm gonna block you when you least expect it. How about that? How about that? But yeah, he was like, bet you can't do it again. I bet you can't do it again. Like, why are you so mad? But seriously though, and on top of that, he had his wife playing on his team. Now, she's amazing. She's a really good player, but this is a men's league, okay? And he's trying to like throw her in everybody's face, like, look what we got. And it's like, yeah, we tried to put her on our team, when you guys played for my husband, but now you guys don't anymore, and now they allow it. So, like, dude, nobody's mad. Nobody's mad that you're allowed to bend the rules a little bit, but you're doing too much because you're on certain things that, you know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. They really want validation. They think that they're acting low key. Like, oh, you hit a home run. I bet you can't do it again. It's like, shut up. Like, who cares? Who cares? Okay. When we go to softball, there's weekend warriors and then there's weekday warriors. Okay. Where I live, if you are a weekday warrior, you play league. If you are a weekend warrior, you play tournaments. But no matter what, you pay to play. Nobody's paying you to play. You are getting your friends together and you are competing. Both leagues are competitive, or both groups are competitive. The weekdays are competitive and the weekends are competitive, and everyone is paying to play. And a lot of these guys, they're like all roided out. They're veins coming out of their neck, like pay attention to me. And it's like, pipe down. Okay, you're doing way too much. You're hulking over there, and I'm gonna need you to like zip it. So the thirst trap is thirsting, and you're just like, I want nothing to do with that. I want nothing to do with that. You guys are starting to put people where they go, telling them, hold on, guys. Oops. Virginia, can you do me a favor? I just bumped my microphone. I know, Valerie, right? Thank you, Virginia. Virginia, can you do me a favor? I just bumped my microphone. Can you just tell me if, like, I'm clear? You guys can still hear me. It's not, like, echoing. You still hear the microphone. Thank you so much, Virginia. I love you. Thank you. Okay. So there are people just doing the most, and you're going to acquaint them with the facts. I don't care about you or anything that you do, and I don't think about you at all. I don't care about you or anything that you do, and I don't think about you at all. It doesn't matter how bottom level gutter trash they can act. They will not pull one moment from you. Do you see how many people have been blocked just in this live stream with their like foul language, not even foul language, like nasty language? I can't. You guys are not falling for the love bombing. You are not falling for the thirst traps, the attention seeking, and it's really loud. That is just showing you where you stand. These people overlooked you before. Well, let's be so for real. They pretended like they overlooked you. They were always trying to keep an eye on you, praying that you would never like really, and now you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable. Not only that, you're unbothered. Okay? You are unbothered. So maybe before you'd be like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with them? Like, you're as cold as ice. Affirm it below. I'm as cold as ice. I cannot. Hi, YouTubers. You are beautifully impressive, intelligent. They don't know what you've been up to or what you've been doing. They just know you've been doing it well. Affirm it below. I've been doing it and doing it well. I'm doing it. Wow. You guys. You're as cold as ice. When the ops come in and they're hulking out and they're in beast mode and they're red and their veins are just like all over the place, you're cold as ice. Cold as ice. And to everyone that matters, you are the flame. You are the fire. You guys got people breaking a sweat. You got them running in circles. You got them chasing their tail. You have them just in their feelings, crying in the corner, playing the victim, being a whole weirdo and patronizing too. We just don't have time for it. We just don't have time for it. But you guys need to be forewarned that they're going to be out in droves this week. Part of it is because of this blue moon. Can you tell I've been bartending all day? Part of it is this full moon, and the other part is things are bubbling to the surface. You know that pressure cooker that you always put yourself in? Well, bestie, it's other people's turn to be in that pressure cooker. You're taking a break. You're sitting this one out. You normally you apply so much pressure because you take your purpose or your responsibilities very seriously. And other people that have been cheating the system or just lying and being deceitful, whatever they've been doing, they're in that pressure cooker, whether they want to be or not. And so this is how they're reacting. They're not reacting by trying to get help or reaching out for help or praying. They're just possessed. So you guys are going to be steering clear of those that are possessed. Some of you guys could be dealing with financial issues that you are coming out of. Okay. I'm getting in the next 3 to 4 weeks, your finances are going to be different. In the next 3 to 4 weeks, your finances are going through another big shift. So maybe week to week, you guys are paying down debt. You guys could be downsizing. You're being very smart with your credit and very smart with your money. You have a windfall coming in. There is a nest egg, a spiritual investment or nest egg being put together for you because you were getting so many ducks in a row. Let's say your finances are not what you want them to be and you feel like you could be doing better. Instead of being like, oh my gosh, why'd I do that? Why'd I buy that? Why'd I trust that person? You're like, you know what? This is the plan. Whatever is for me cannot miss me. I will get it all the way together because I will do it and I will do it well. You are the king or queen of bouncing back. Okay, you are the queen or king of bouncing back because of your optimism, your outlook. Like, you know what? I effed up last week. I shouldn't have bought that thing. But you know what? I'm happy I did and I'll figure it out. You know what? I shouldn't have trusted Sally Sue 2 months ago. But I did and I got burned and now I'm going to fix it. I shouldn't have used that credit card to get such and such. But you know what? I'm going to pay it off. Even if I have to eat soup for a week, I'm going to figure it out. The serious moves that you are making to recover, they're not coming from a place of desperation. Okay, you're inspired to recover, but it's not coming from desperation. Okay. You are coming from a place of, again, what is for me cannot miss me. And God is going to provide a way. I have faith. And that's another reason I wanted us all praying for one another. Because we deserve that. Do you not deserve 500 to 100,000 praying for you that really give a you know what? Do you not deserve that? I know my besties deserve that. I know my besties deserve that. Okay, so whether it's 500 real ones, 2,000 real ones, 20,000 real ones, because you know we got a lot of trolls in the chat and a lot of trolls just, they don't know how to mind the business that pays them. It doesn't matter what they want to bring into your life. We are going to pray against it together. So this is my new little wave of prayer. Our group prayer is going to shut down ops everywhere. There is way more of us than there is of them on my channel. You guys have been with me for a while, then you know you don't see too much negativity unless the chat's not restricted. You don't see a lot of it in the comments below after the live stream is ended or on a regular upload. You don't see a lot of it because I know different ways to block it from happening. whether it's the app settings or just from trial and error or what I've been through running this platform. We are going to pray together, and it's going to be so mother effing kumbaya that these trolls and chuchalinis on their dusted, busted, janky soapboxes, paying practitioners, going broke to do so, they will not hold a candle in a graveyard to what we are praying for. They will not hold a candle to what we are praying for. Again, if there's 10 weirdos and there's 500 of us praying, the end. If there's 5 of us praying and 10 of those weirdos, we have God on our side, the Most High. We have Archangel Michael and our angelic team, and they don't play about you. Okay? If you guys do not like asking for help, you've changed that. You've made a full turnaround. Hi, Danielle. Oh, Simmons, you're a member now. Are you always a member? No. Thank you for becoming a member. You guys are praying against those that think they're slick. You are praying to forgive them, and you are praying that they find their blessings elsewhere. So again, you have God, your angels, your ancestors, Archangel Michael on your side, and they could sleep in the graveyard. They could roll all around in the dirt like a dirty hamster. It's not going to help them. Okay? It's not going to help them. You are entering a season where no one can really question your legitimacy, or will you let them? Okay? You are not going to let people question if you're genuine or ask like, are you genuine? Are you real? Are you legit? You have a healed perspective. You have a healed perspective. Too legit to quit. You guys are starting to see where you're just going to be chilling. Okay? Maybe you guys have an app or a smartwatch that tracks your stress. I forgot to oh my gosh, I forgot to tag it in this video, but I will tag it in future videos. There is a watch that you guys can use that if you guys don't want to use an Apple Watch, that is really user friendly. It's really simple to use. But I'm going to wait to tell you guys what watch it is. That way you guys can use my code, and I'm going to try to see if I can find it for a little bit cheaper. But I'll try to get an affiliate link for you guys. But you guys could be tracking your stress levels, your heart rate, and you can do all of that on certain smartwatches. But there are better ones where it's just focused on that and it's just easy peasy. Okay? You are becoming unapologetic about how you maneuver. You have a healed perspective. You're feeling really good about yourself. You are impressed with your own progress. You are impressed with your own progress. You are impressed with your renewed optimism. You are impressed with the power of your prayer. Oh, I didn't go over your guys' charms. Hi, Jess. So somebody here was definitely in the military, or maybe at one point you wanted to join the military. You guys are definitely my special forces for light workers and those that are chosen. What else? I keep forgetting what I was going to say. You guys could be healing from brain fog, or maybe there's so many things that you're detoxing from that's just a part of it and it's going to get better. But you're still pretty unstoppable for having brain fog if that's the issue. You guys could be doing a cleanse from certain deodorants. You guys could be doing a cleanse from caffeine, sugar, different things that you just don't want on your body or in your body anymore. Okay, I already talked to you guys about vacation. I'm seeing you guys put your phone on Do Not Disturb more. You guys could be spending more time in the house, like doing Netflix and chill, doing a puzzle, going on adventures. Maybe you're going to go to a festival, or you're going to go to an amusement park or a trampoline park. Even if you're going there by yourself, you're going to start doing things that make you happy. You're like, you know what? I'm going to get a pedicure today. Or every time I have a day off, I want to do something adventurous, or I want to have a cozy day in. We have Tindering. You guys have people hot and bothered. Okay. So again, there is a circus, and it's coming to a city near you. This circus is going to have every type of troll and demonic entity that you've seen before. Okay? The circus that is coming to a city near you, you have seen these clowns before. You know what to do with them. You have not forgotten. Okay? You know what to do with them. Oh, I'm looking for a match. Oh, will you go out with me? Oh my gosh, will you be my bestie? Oh my gosh, who are you? Or if they're attacking you or bullying you, whatever the case is, you have so many people that are high key and low key competitive with you. It's like the whole circus is every person you've ever dealt with in your life. And for some reason, that is a test of some kind of what you're going to do with them and how you're going to ignore them, and how you're still going to live your best life. Okay, the circus is coming near you because it's showing you how sharp your senses are. It's showing you how sharp your senses are. So you don't date the wrong person. You see the yellow flags, you see the red flags, you see the pretend flags. Okay, you see the fraudulent ones trying to pose as a green flag. You see everything that's going on, and you're going to know what to rebuke, what to cancel, and what to denounce. You guys are getting confirmation that your sharpened senses are allowing you to observe others. Not only are people always observing you, especially in this new season, because you got them hot and bothered, you are observing how they're hot and bothered. Because every hot and bothered button and person has a reaction. You in your mind know what's dangerous, what's not to be played with, and what you will not pay attention to. Okay? So again, you guys are enjoying your senses being sharpened because you guys can see others clearly. You have a mega amount of clarity right now. If you guys found this message today, you are maybe more open to dating if you weren't before. These sharpened senses are coming in, so are being amplified. So if you have a circus coming in to a city or town near you, you're going to know exactly who you want to match with on a dating app, who you want to go out with. You will know. You will know. You will know. Okay, whoa, we have justice. Okay, we have justice. There's so many messages coming in for you guys. Okay. The way that you carry yourself right now is going to say to people, don't at me. Don't at me. Sit down, take notes. You're not ready for this. This is the big leagues. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not interested. There's no soliciting here. That is what your persona says right now. I'm unapologetic. Don't at me. Don't bother me. I'm just not interested. How you act might be unpopular to others. Like, oh my gosh, if I got all that attention, this is how I would be acting. You don't care. You know what it's like to have a whole bunch of chucharoni monitoring spirits around you, so you're really good on that. You're really good on that, okay? You're not Even if you were boy crazy or girl crazy at one point, your pick me days are long behind you. So you guys could be looking for a match, and because your senses are heightened, you will be able to see people clearly. Pay attention to how you're feeling and what you're seeing, and you know what that means to you, because the math won't be mathing if it's wrong. We have justice. Justice is in the building. Some of these people do not realize what's about to happen if they come near your timeline. We are all praying for one another. Remember, you remember. And I don't think they understand what's going to happen if they even come near your timeline. And that's for the ones that think they're big and bad and dangerous. They're going to get serious judgment. Serious judgment. Your career and your purpose and what you do for the collective, it helps others in need, and it brings in justice. The end. The end. You guys have been practicing this. Practicing like what you would do if you were put in certain circumstances again. You're ready. You are ready. You are ready. And you've been making a lot of room for passion and for love and for sweetness. If you're normally like, oh, I don't have time for love, or I don't have time to be all cuddly and affectionate, you're making more time for that. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Whoever I'm speaking to, you know that you've been on some new shit. You know that you've been doing new things. So keep doing what you're doing. If you started doing things in moderation, keep doing what you're doing. If you've been eating less sugar, keep doing what you're doing. If you've been drinking less, keep doing what you're doing. If you've been trying to quit smoking, keep doing what you're doing. If you cut off Bobby and you threw all his shit in the yard, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Because your milkshake is going to bring all the barnyard animals to play. And they're in heat. Okay? They're in heat. They are in heat. We have protected. What did I tell you guys? The shields are up. We had a pretty mighty shield. And now that we've been praying for each other, it's like you're in the snow globe and they're banging their head on the glass. I can't. You are safe and supported while you change your career. Okay? So maybe your motives have changed, or maybe you're adding something or transitioning in your career, and somebody wants to ruin that for you. Somebody wants to ruin you adding another layer, and I feel like that's why you guys have been under so much, you know what. Okay, you guys will know who you are. You're still laughing at dirty hamsters? I can't. I can't. But seriously, you guys know who the dirty hamsters are, and we're not judging. They won't be dirty forever, but I mean, they really need to stop. We have the frog. We have adapt and survive by accepting the inevitable. And see, this is what I was talking about. The things that you don't like doing. You're like, I don't want to adapt to that. I don't like dusting. I don't want to adapt to that. I don't like cooking. I don't want to adapt to that. I've been single for a long time and I don't want to date. You are getting ready to seize the potential that was always yours. You're like, I don't want to adapt to that. I don't want to do that. But now you are accepting the inevitable. You're like, I'm destined to have a clean home. I'm destined to be an amazing chef. I'm destined to be an incredible wife, an incredible husband, an incredible girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, homeowner. You're destined for that. You are destined for that. If you guys feel comfortable dropping in the comments what you know you're destined for or what you want to bring in, affirm it below. Affirm it below. You are going to be delighting in life. Remember I said cue the smiles, the happy tears, cue all the amazing moments. You are embracing change as the source of your creativity. And I said that literally like, I don't know how many minutes ago, but I told you guys that you are embracing change. Not, you're taking yourself out of the pressure cooker and your creativity is changing. So you're being brave, accepting the change, accepting the inevitable is helping you. It's helping you see that you're clear for takeoff and you're clear to land. You are the eagle and now you are creating your vision. You're getting to a point where you're like, okay, I reorganized my whole kitchen. Now I'm excited to go into that kitchen and create my vision. Okay, I cleaned out the garage. Now I'm excited to go into the garage and create my vision. I walked away from that toxic job and now I'm ready to do what I really want to do and create the vision. Affirm it below. I am ready and I am creating the vision. Okay, anything else? You are going to be banishing some people from your presence. You're going to make sure that you don't have confrontation with certain people and you're just going to bibbity bobbity pluck and remove them. Okay. You guys are really grateful for good times that you've had and bad times that you've had in the past. You're going through like a memory where you're like, you know what? I had that then, but I know more now. And now I can be even better with any type of abundance. Okay? I think that is almost it. You guys have a sister that's thinking about you. That's for someone. Okay. If the sister comment is for you, that person's always wanted you to feel invisible because they feel invisible around you. Okay. Whoever the sister is that's thinking about you, or it could be sisters, it could be plural. I'm getting a lot about family. Your family cannot believe, for those of you that have walked away from your family members, okay? Again, only take what resonates. You guys have family members that they cannot believe you are not slept on anymore, you are not the underdog anymore, and they are hot and bothered. We got family, we got the sister. We have the Tower, the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. You feel me? Whoever these family members are, but I got sisters strongly. Or maybe you wish they were a brother, but they act like a sister. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? They just... You guys have some people that are just straight bitch made when you're dealing with them. They treat you like garbage. They act like they're tough, but they act like a sister. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to like offend anybody. You guys have people that are either too masculine with you or too feminine with you and go like, you're supposed to be this and you act like you're that, but then you're really doing this and you're just a whole clown. Like you just act so fraudulent. Okay? So you guys will know who that is to you, but they are now starting to see that they are more and more invisible in your life. These initials of these family members could be K H, W, E, D, L, J, and N. Okay? Somebody in your family could be thinking about calling you. I doubt you will answer. I doubt you will answer. I'm seeing, I have 2 castles here. I have the 10 of Pentacles. You know who likes to rival with you, and you're not interested. You're not interested. You are finally getting the missing puzzle piece in your life, and you're like, this is what I need in my life. And then here they come. What are you doing? What are you up to? No. You are viewing things from a healed perspective. Again, you're not interested. You have a chosen family that's coming in. We have presence, stillness, respect. You are going to stand on the respect that they never gave you, that you will now give yourself. Okay? You are going to stand on the respect that you give yourself that they would never. They would never. They cannot believe your spirit is still alive and thriving. Like, they're like, oh my gosh, their spirit is alive and well after all of that. Yeah. Because a big part of that is not having to deal with them. They could have tried to guilt trip you because you have siblings. Like, oh, you can't just leave Johnny and Susie out. Yes, the F I can. Because if I'm around, you're just going to punish Johnny and Susie. So back it all the way up. Back it all the way up. Okay? Your inner child is getting healed. So you are putting your inner child first. They will never understand. They will never understand. Okay? All this time. Put your step parent first. Put your siblings first. They wanted you to put anybody but yourself first, and they always made you feel bad for taking care of yourself. Now you are taking care of the little you, and they can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. My brother thinks he's a king chicken and he ain't no rooster. Tasha's intuitive. I am Cinderella. I feel that. I feel like a lot of us resonate with Cinderella. They don't want us to go to the ball. They will make sure we don't have anything nice to wear to the ball. They will put us down and make us feel like, oh, there's no way that you would have really been invited. And then the fact that we're just optimistic, like, well, I'm still going to go and have fun because whatever's meant for me will be, and I'm just going, and I just love life. Nothing that they do works. Here comes your fairy godmother. Okay? Your fairy godmother comes in and you still get to go to the ball. But not before they tore your whole dress up. They will never understand why you maneuver the way that you do. So a lot of you guys were the only Cinderella in your family. There ain't no other Cinderellas. Most of the time, there's not. There might be one other, but if your parents are very manipulative, they'll bring that one other back to their side, back to the dark side, so that you stand alone. Okay, so that you stand alone, so that you're climbing alone, that you're just alone. But that's when you do the best. You guys do the best when you're alone, especially away from your family. So they have to do everything in numbers. Your family, your haters, your enemies, they do everything in numbers. They could hate each other, but the common denominator is hating you. That is how powerful you are. You got them hot and bothered because they don't know what you're up to. They don't know what you're doing. This is like you got your fairy tale, right? You've married the Prince Charming, okay? You're done being their Cinderella. They found out that you have the glass slipper. You riding off into the sunset, and now they don't know what's going on with you. They're peeping Cinderella's social media. They're like, oh my gosh, what are they up to? I just don't know. Do they have like a whole bunch of children? Do they have a whole bunch of carriages? Does everybody love them? What do they eat for breakfast? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. They just don't know. They don't know. And they're not going to either. They're not going to either. So some of you guys will really resonate with Cinderella and like the Little Mermaid. There were things that you desired, like the Little Mermaid, like, I want to be where the people are. And people were always telling you, like, you can't have that. That ain't realistic. That's not a thing. You make things that are not a thing, a thing. Okay? You make things that are not a thing, a thing. You are transforming. This is your rebirth, and this is your true you. You are going to be standing out so much. Like, you are the belle of the ball. Like, you're walking into the ball, and everyone's like, who is that? Do you know who that is? Everywhere you go, you are leaving a blueprint. You are leaving some type of print or imprint on people's lives. So people have to come towards you with respect. And you guys are also feeling more at home than normal. If you normally don't feel secure in your home, or I don't know, something with the root chakra, you guys are working on that. Okay, you guys are working on that. Yeah, the Little Mermaid just wanted freedom. So you guys could have moved out. Who said that? Thank you, Whiskey Tea. You guys could have just wanted to be left alone. Okay. So not only were you Cinderella, you're just like, oh my gosh, just let me feed the birds and the chickens and like leave me alone. I'm just going to do my thing over here. So you guys could have moved out at a very early age, and they could have told you, like, that's not going to work out for you. You're going to fail. You've been told all of your life. You are wishing on a star. You must not be very bright. That's not going to happen. Well, look at you, gleaming and breathing and doing your best. Okay, look at you, gleaming and breathing still and doing your best. They don't get it. We have higher self, purification. See? You are the peacock. You are an empress. You are an emperor. You are an empress. You are an emperor. So there are people, they never wanted you to have fulfillment, and you could find that in the simplest of ways. You could find that sweeping the floor. Especially when you were in these type of environments, you could make anything your solitude if you really wanted to. And now your life is just getting better and better and better. So you realize that you hold the controller. You hold the game controller. And they don't like that. They don't like that you are reclaiming your power. This comeback season is your biggest because of what you recently endured. Again, I know I've been channeling this a lot, but and there's no other way to say it. Whatever you just endured was way longer than you normally endure it for. I'm going to say that again. If you normally endure something bad for a week or two or a month or two, this was way longer than that. So there was a lot of shadow aspects that you had to work through, and things that just don't serve you anymore, that God was making us sit down and look at, like, hey, this doesn't work for you anymore. I know you don't like it. I know you feel like you're in the hot seat and you don't want to be here. I know you'd rather be doing anything else, but I promise you, you will know soon why you need to get through this. Yes, the tables have turned. The tables have turned. Okay, we have belonging and cycles. So last but not least, you know what you're sipping on because you brewed it. It's your life. You concocted it. It's your life. You made it. It's your life. Your fulfillment is here. And you will delight in the simple things, the small things, the mundane things, the boring things. You will be happy in it all because you're seeing only bits and pieces. I think the word is like remnants. You're only seeing like remnants of what you were dealing with before on a bigger level. Okay, so if you were dealing with health issues, you're now only seeing it on a smaller scale. If you were dealing with money issues, you are now only seeing it on a smaller scale. So we are going to continue to pray for one another while we are entering this season. Okay, prayers up. Yes, Tasha's intuitive. Prayers up. We have belonging. If you felt like, I don't know where I belong, da 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 da, you belong here. You belong here. We are going to complete this cycle together. We are going to get our training wheels off together. Okay, we are going to get through the rough upsets and the comeuppance together. Together. Because nothing is bigger than the power of our prayer. Okay, remember when we prayed? You remember for when it was hurricane season and we prayed against the man-made Milton, and Milton went from a crazy situation to real small and meek and just kind of like a little storm. We were praying. Now, I think there were 30,000 of us praying, but do you know how strong that is? Along with everybody else in the world that was praying that they could keep their home, praying that, there's already so many other emergencies going on in the States that they're just like, oh my gosh, like here too, I'm like still praying for this person over here. There are major cycles and phases ending. And you are seeing where more faith is required and more prayer is required, more help is required, more hands in, like hands on deck. More hands on deck are required. Okay, more hands on deck are required. We are required to be like, you know what, bestie? I don't like asking for help, but will you help me? Like, I never ask you guys to pray for me. And I felt so prompted to do that. Like, I need to ask for prayer as well. As I'm praying for you guys and assisting in any way possible, that's like the one thing that I could ask for that's free. It's the one thing that I can ask for that's free is, I'm already appreciative of your guys' love, encouragement, your comments, and your kindness, your support on different platforms, but the power of your prayer is free. It's absolutely free. So you are figuring out where you belong, and you're excited. You guys are excited. We are entering an era of milk and honey. Today I was at work and I saw this bush of purple flowers. I don't know what type of flowers they were, but they were purple. And I was fascinated with all the bees that, thank goodness they didn't come near me, but all of these bees were going in and out of the flowers and in and out of the flowers. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. They were just like minding their business and just doing their little thing together. There was like a lot of them. And I was like, why am I standing 10 feet from this bush? But I'm just staring. I was mesmerized by it. You guys are seeing that there's more work to do, but you need more hands on deck, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay? You are seeing that you have a legitimate spot in whatever you're trying to accomplish. You no longer have imposter syndrome. Yes, the age of Aquarius. So you guys are all getting upgrades, like technical upgrades, physical upgrades, spiritual upgrades. Oh, I like that. Bees represent royalty. Yes, I was like, okay, milk and honey is on the way. Things are about to be in full bloom. Okay, because they kept going inside these flowers, and I'm like, wow. Like, you are the nectar. You are the fountain of youth. You are the bee's knees. This is your season of milk and honey. Like, you guys got people up in arms, hot and bothered. It reminds me of Game of Thrones where they say, like, milk of the poppy. It's like all your enemies are on milk of the poppy turning up, and you are ready for your milk and honey. They're so mad. They can be mad over there. I am definitely in an area of life where I have to learn to ask for help and accept help. Think about the Empress. Think about the Emperor. They can delegate, they can ask for help, and they don't even break stride. They don't break a sweat. They're like, hey, I need your help. And it's just no sweat off their back. This is what we're learning to do. Like, I'm going to get better at also asking you guys for help. And then I hope that we all do this in turn for one another. Thank you, Zion. But yeah, I thank you guys for all of your prayers for protection and health. And I've been praying for your guys's as well. And it feels really good. It feels really good that we're all praying for one another. And anybody that has a good heart can't tell me anything different. Like, oh, us praying for each other is stupid. Like, then you don't belong here. You belong being a little hamster over there. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So, your guys's spiritual assignment is, while this full moon is unfolding, to keep checking the vibe around you as people are like getting upset and they're getting wound up and they're patronizing you and just being real weird. Keep checking the vibe. Keep realizing that you have good judgment. Okay? You have good judge of character. I want you to affirm it below. I am a good judge of character. Your senses are being heightened so you can observe. So observe and stand back, and you're going to learn different ways to read people. Your psychic abilities are being enhanced. The other part of your spiritual assignment is to pamper yourself, to be mindful of your thoughts, and to be more affectionate to yourself. How is being more affectionate to yourself? Being the Empress. Giving yourself more love. Being more patient with yourself. That TLC, you guys are going to be giving yourself tender, loving care. Like, you know what? I've been working too much. I'm going to pause. You know what? I'm really tired. I'm going to take a nap. You know what? I deserve a really nice meal. I'm going to make myself a really nice meal, or I'm going to buy a really nice meal. Whatever it is, you guys are working on doing for yourself and slowing down so you can enjoy every morsel instead of rushing through. Especially those of you that were in the military. You guys could have rushed when you were eating, and now you're learning to slow down. You're learning to enjoy the food, to smell the food, to enjoy, just to enjoy it. Let's see if we get anything else. I was getting Scorpio in your 11th house. I feel like this rebirth is happening on your social media specifically. But I feel like it's because you're becoming mysterious. It is because you guys are becoming really mysterious and not posting as much. You're not saying as much. So it's kind of like you're saying what you need to say by not saying anything at all. Saying what you need to say by not saying anything at all. Because if you think about a Scorpio, they're very mysterious. And you're just not on your pick-me behavior. So your social media is going through a revamp. Who you affiliate with is going through a revamp. And people are not going to see it coming. This is why they're nervous. The way that you connect with others, the way that you, what is the word? Network. The way that you connect and network with others is different right now than how you normally would be. Like, you're normally bubbly, outgoing self, or, very reserved. Very mysterious right now. So, and then some people can tell that they're on the chopping block. And so they're wondering if you can read their thoughts. So just keep that in mind. Okay, if you guys made it to the end of this message, let's see. If you guys made it to the end of this message, I want you guys to drop, is there a jellyfish emoji? I don't know if there is. If you guys have a jellyfish, I want you to drop a jellyfish. If you have a pomegranate, I want you to drop a pomegranate. Or you guys can drop a bee, okay? I'm getting wealth. We have wealth and royalty. Royalty, like, they're the people that would be eating pomegranates, like, back in the day. It wasn't for, like, the regular schmegular collective. You feel me? You guys got milk and honey, pomegranates, and bees. So you guys drop those below in the comments if you made it to the end of this message. Thank you guys for all of your love and all of your support. I'm so grateful. And Yeah. If you are on Patreon, you guys have some goodies popping up. Make sure you're checking your notifications. And remember that you have access to the entire 2-year library, 2-year plus library of ad-free content. So there's plenty of content to binge watch while you're waiting for something new to be posted. Lovely. Thank you for your donation. Thank you guys for your participation. Thank you, Virginia. I love you too, guys. So again, we're going to pray for one another. Everything's going to be gravy because we got each other's back. Okay, we are praying for each other's protection and for there to be more ease and for there to be more clarity. Okay, Heavenly Father, I pray that we are safe this week, that we are shielded, that Archangel Michael is by our side. Heavenly Father, I pray that we have the clarity and the sharpened senses to see what we need to see and to say what we need to say. Heavenly Father, I ask that we are mindful of our body being a palace, of what we listen to and what we engage in. And I'm just praying for our wish fulfillment and happiness. And I say these things humbly in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay. All beliefs are welcome here. I pray how I pray, and I hope it doesn't offend anybody. But I just want to pray. I wanted to say a prayer for you guys. Another question. I have one more question before I leave. Who was here for prayer candles when I used to do prayer candles? Because I'm thinking of bringing them back, like prayer candles, manifestation candles. What I would do is I have a whole bunch of manifestation candles, and I would say a prayer with them, and then we would manifest with them live, and then I would light it and let it burn out for you guys. I would write a prayer underneath it for the collective, and then you guys could manifest with that candle live before I light it, and then I would, let it burn out. So if you guys would like to do that again, I was thinking about adding that to your charms. I haven't done it in a long time. It's a really long time, I think over a year. I think it would be really fun to do manifestation candles. We could do yellow for your solar plexus or whatever you want to bring in. Whatever you want to bring in, a live candle. He says bring it back. Who used to do that? I got that from Chloe. Do you know who I'm talking about? She used to do the candles, the manifestation candles with her pick-a-cards. Chloe Taylor? Is that her name? I think so. But oh my gosh, I remember when I was new to spirituality, and I remember I was going through such a hard time, and these manifestation candles she would do were everything to me. They were everything to me. So I thought, oh my gosh, one day I'm going to do that on my channel. And so I did it for a little bit. I think we did it for yeah, I think we used to do them a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. But I think it would be fun. So we'll try it. We'll try them again because I've got a bunch of candles that need wishes and manifestations and prayer. And it's so much fun to do it collectively, especially in a live stream. Maybe it was 2 years ago. I think I used to do it in 2022. I think. Thank you, most blessed. But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, let's do that again. Why not? Why not? We're praying for one another. Why not get a candle out so you guys can either use it for prayer or you can use it for manifestation. And then I write, an intention and put it underneath the candle for while it's burning out. So that's really fun. You guys can buy those in bulk on Amazon, Etsy. I think they even sell them at Walmart. Little chime candles. They burn out in 2 hours, I think. YouTuber says, do it. Sounds awesome. Yes. I love that. Yeah, I used to have the time and patience to put all of these things all over the candles. And now I'm like, forget it. It's a cool color. Let's just do it. Like, let's just do it. All right, you guys. Thank you for participating. Don't forget to smash the you know what. Hit the bell. Duh. Oh, I put affiliate links for my favorite sunglass company. Okay, my favorite sunglass company, which is Diff. And I put some of my favorite sunglasses. I have a lot of sunglasses from them. A lot. Because I always like to buy them when they're on sale. I like to buy their sunglasses when they're buy one, get one. Or buy one, get one half off. But DIFF, I've linked a bunch of sunglasses down below of all different prices. Some of them are through Nordstrom's and some of them are through Nordstrom's Rack. I tried to find ones that I have that are discounted. So if you guys are interested, the affiliate links are down below. If you are a sunglasses, person like me, then yeah, I have 2 more pairs coming in, but I couldn't remember what they were called and I didn't have time to look it up. But I got 2 new pairs that I'm going to pick up. They were buy one, get one. So they always got really good deals. But again, I've tried to find some affordable ones that I do have on me. And then, or a like version of other ones that I have. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. And the first question about what made you excited about spirituality. That it's like that childlike wonderment. Like, what made you excited about spirituality when you first went through your awakening? You were like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is that? What are we doing here? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. It's getting back to that. Like when you loved Reiki or when you just started, you were just introduced to tarot, or you know what I mean? It's getting back to that. Getting back to the power of your affirmations, the subliminals, the prayer, your intentions. You know? But yeah, you guys definitely have some, remember, this is a full moon energy if you're watching this to date, and it's going to be 72 hours worth. So move accordingly while you're observing and your senses are sharpened. You're just not, you guys have like some things going on in your mind that you're going to be decluttering your life of. Okay. But yeah, again, affiliate links for the sunglasses are below if you guys are looking for sunglasses. Sunglass company that I really like. I feel like they're very durable. I've only had one pair break, and they I feel like it's because I just really beat them to crap. But yeah, I got 2 new pairs and I'll probably wear them. You know what? Maybe I'll display some of the ones that I've linked to show you guys what they look like. Okay, so that way you can see if you like them or not. Okay, because I have some that I like and some that are better than others for my face shape. But then you guys can see them in like real life. Like, do I want those? Do I not want those? Would those look good on me? Yeah, I found really good deals on the ones that I have because when I got them, they were way more. I was like, damn, these ones are way cheaper than what I had to pay for these mother effers. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you guys in the comments. Affirm what you want to bring into your life, and we'll continue to pray for one another. Smash the you know what. Hit the bell. Duh. You do not want to miss out. All right. Bye, guys. Toodles.